Hello, my friends. It's Psychic Violetta from Red Deer, Canada, and my wonderful guest, Lina Rodriguez from bottom of the world.
Here I am, upside down, in winter.
In winter, and we are in hot summer in Alberta, and you are in Australia.
Yes.
Welcome to my, probably people knows you, you are for so long, and it's so nice to be able to meet with you again.
Yes, and I think we started around the same time, didn't we, Violetta, a few years ago?
I started 27 of June 2017.
Yes, I started at the end of 2017. And I think we've got an amazing community.
It is so, and you were always, we had few times already connected videos on the collaboration.
Yes, yes.
I'm still learning English.
Oh, if I could speak another language as well as you spoke English, I'd be thrilled.
I used to speak 4 languages, but Russian went to the garbage. I don't know how. I can understand. And German is very, very iffy. And my father was German.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yes.
Yes. So, as a child, I grew up with knowing German. And then at school. But life is what it is. We are forgetting things. So we will start. Okay, I have the questions ready for you.
Oh, good. So the viewers' questions.
First, I want to ask you privately, because are you recording your videos on a laptop or on a camera?
I don't know. I'm not recording. I think you're
recording.
But
usually.
Oh, just whatever is the
available.
Zoom. Just the Zoom thing.
No,
I don't even know where to find them.
Oh, but when you are recording your videos, regular videos, you are recording on the laptop?
Yes.
Because I remember when you were in Greece, I was worried about you all the time, praying that you will come back safe, because it was coronavirus.
Thank you so much.
It was coronavirus, and I was so afraid of you.
Yeah, it was right at the very beginning, wasn't it? It was.
Yes. I have to ask you. The Cuomo situation is hot. Pamela had the interview with a lady who is not protector, but working for Cuomo. She is his attorney. What do you feel intuitively? Is he guilty or not?
I'll answer that without the cards, because I just read on it yesterday. He's that generation of men who doesn't understand that it's a problem to do this. So I think he's not a rapist as such or anything. It's inappropriate touching, right? So I think the touch word, he's out of touch, that this is not acceptable.
And I hope you remember, about a year before Biden was elected, there was accusations about him being the same.
Very similar. He's one of those who's a huggy, touchy guy. And the world has changed.
When I was young, that was not normal.
Yes.
And when we go for New Year party with Polish friends, we are hugging and kissing in the cheeks. That's so normal in our culture.
Yes. And so it is hard to get the balance right.
Yes.
What is okay and cultural and what isn't okay. But I think when I read on him yesterday, I got that he won't actually go for this, but he won't be re-elected.
That's what a year ago, when it started, first accusation, I read about him and I saw him like a snowblower, blowing two directions, like a pilot. going through, and we have a lot of snow, so sometimes it's the double one that it's going through the snow. And I didn't know that he will be going through the other ones related to connection with Cranbrook.
Yes, yes. And I remember you talking on a video that was maybe 2 or 3 years ago, and talking about when you were a young woman and how this behavior was so bad in Poland, you know.
But it was really mean, you know. They were telling me, you are not going to pass the exam if you don't stay in my, which was, you know, abuse.
Yes.
That was abuse.
Yes.
But when I was working as a secretary and I had 5 bosses, CEOs in the humongous building for Poland,
Yes.
for Poland. And, you know, I was secretary, I had 2 bosses on both sides. The doors were like chair leather covered with the, so no one could hear what the boss is talking inside. But the people were waiting with me in the room, and guys usually will come and they will say very salty jokes.
Yes.
That was so normal. I didn't feel offended. I didn't feel bad because it was the culture.
Yes, exactly.
And I didn't even feel that that's something related to me or anything else. I was, and in Poland, actually, women are allowed to speak, to say dirty jokes.
Ah, yes.
On a party. I think you are frozen. I hope we can still do the video even if you are frozen, because there is, maybe it will come back because it was coming back before you. Can you hear me? I
can hear you fine.
Okay, so
is my audio okay? You can hear me, but I'm frozen.
I can hear you perfectly, yes. So if you can ask now questions related to, if you can.
Yes, I will. So what I'd like to know, Violetta, is with Russia generally, I would like to know, what do you think is Putin's future?
In about a year ago, I said that I see him, because, you know, I see everything in the as pictures. And he was flying in the plane. It's like those planes that they are practicing on, because this one didn't have the side. And he's sitting on the 3rd chair, 2 more chairs on the left side from him, and there is no wall. So eventually he will be out of the, but it was probably over a year, so he has about 2 years, year and a half, that he will be sitting, and something will blow him out of the power. But I will pull 3 cards. Can you count to 3?
Yes. 1.
Yes.
2.
Yes.
3.
Yes, he will be fighting to the death. He will be cheating. That's my cheating card.
Yeah.
And beginning of some new adventure, some new movement. He will be doing what Don did. And your people, you are calling him Yeti.
Yeti.
So, you know, he will do the same. That's the name of the game now will be that they will be always cheating.
Everybody too will now claim that their election was rigged. You know, we're going to hear that everywhere now. You know,
that will be all the time that you know, we will be always confused, and we can choose who is saying the truth. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
now it's my What
Okay.
is your feeling that if would Kamala Harris be on a ticket for the next presidential election? I know
I'm
that
sorry, you're not going to believe this. That was my next question for you.
we are reading each other's minds.
I tell you what, I'm going to ask the question back to you, and I think we should both do it. Yes?
Okay, yes.
All right. So 1,
Thank you.
2,
Yes.
3.
And do you want me to count for you or?
No, I'm okay. So I was wondering about that. That's so weird.
Yes.
What have you got, Violetta?
I got that she is the natural winner. Judgment will be fair because what she will put, she will receive. But lately I'm worried that they want to kind of disconnect her from that powerful woman. They don't, even Democrats don't like that she is a woman with the power.
Yes, yes. I got very difficult cards for her. I'm surprised at these cards.
Yeah.
I got the 9 of Pentacles, which is her now, you know, living a good life and making a difference. But then
I can't see the cards, so thank you for telling.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll say what they are. Followed by the Tower and the Devil, which are heavy, heavy cards. And I think this is the forces working against her to try and bring her down. Right. I don't think this is going to be easy, even though she seems like the natural successor. This is going to disturb her, this awful campaign that's ahead, and she'll go into retreat with the 4 of Swords here. But I think she will emerge. I get the Knight of Wands. So I think she's going to be under huge pressure, but I think she will be there.
The Judgment and being the winner and Angel of Justice. I know they want to sabotage her presidency because she is not as hands-on on the border. But
yes.
how much mess over there, it's really hard to keep up any other way.
Yes, yes. All right, I've got another question for you.
Okay.
Now, because there's been so much going on with January 6th and everything, the dreamers, you know, those young immigrants who were brought as children. So I'd like to ask, will the DACA legislation go through for the dreamers?
Okay. About 4 years ago, I was asked, I still remember that question because it was very important.
Yes.
And I said that they will make a mat, but that was under Trump, that they will make a castle out of mat. And they will put a few flowers, like, you know, like childish game. And that was messy and muddy and nothing was happening. Can you count now, please?
Yes. 1, 2, 3.
They will be protesting, the DACA people. They will be able to make a big campaign. They will be listening in the White House. And white temporary tents will be everywhere. I think tents are not completely the houses, but something, they will be priority. They will start making them as priority, especially the one who was coming as a baby, and that's what it is.
Yes.
And the sharing, they will find a way to give them opportunity to bring the wealth to USA, because they are very money-oriented young people who are working really hard.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
They want to participate. They want to share the wealth, and they are educated very often. And, you know, I think that they will be able to go forward.
Yes, because many are high achievers. Many have got very successful and important jobs too. Yes.
So living under that scrutiny, if you want to stay, you have to achieve so much. And it was making them to go and fight for what is right, and especially for education, and building up better future for themselves, and trying to keep the parents in USA that way.
Yeah.
To help the parents. So I think that will go the positive way, because with Trump it was like muddy and nothing really, maybe few flowers in the mud. But now I see a lot of protests and building up. It's still temporary, because tents are still temporary, but it is like going forward.
Oh, good.
Okay, I know that you are very good about politics, and I would like you to answer us, will Puerto Rico have representatives in Congress and Senate?
All right, Puerto Rico.
Because I think it's time, but I'm not.
Will Puerto Rico get representation? All right. I'm surprised. I'm seeing yes here, I think, in the sense at the moment, Puerto Rico is getting the 5 of Cups, the card of disappointment and loss, because it's been so neglected by the United States. But then I get the World card, which is very important because it's the end of a whole huge cycle in the cards, in the major arcana. And it's like enough has been done in the past that they've earned their right to this. They can fight in American wars, but can't vote in the election,
And they are American citizens.
Yeah, it's very bad. But I think there is going to be a judgment call. This is the judgment card. And I don't think this is going to be quick. So if there's any Puerto Ricans out there, it could be 4 years away. It could even be 8. But I think it will eventually happen.
I was hoping that it will be soon, honestly.
I don't think so. I don't think soon.
It's very unfair that they can't really have this much earlier,
Yes.
It will help economically that country. And you are back. You are moving.
Oh, I'm moving. I'm moving. I don't know what happened. I'll do a little dance.
Yes.
Now, while we're in Puerto Rico, I'd like to ask you about Cuba. Okay. So
Cuba question for we are on this, and yesterday in the evening I thought, I have to have questions for Lina, because I'm going in the morning to work, and you know how it is at the work.
Yes.
So I thought I will write them down, but we are.
That's very funny. Out of everything in the whole world, we should have come up with those.
And I can't say that I was able to watch your videos. I'm trying not to get the information from other psychics, because it's messing up with my own head.
I know, and I tend to, as soon as I've made a video, then I go back and go, oh, what did Violetta say about that or so? But I have to
Thank
make
you.
the video
Thank you
first.
so much. Thank you. It's never enough time for me. I don't know how you, but then I have a husband and a store, so I'm always on the run.
Yes,
To buy
always.
antiques for the store and so on. So it's
Got it. All right, so let's ask you about Cuba. So I'll do the numbers for you.
okay, please.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. I see them as a resort. People will be going there for vacations.
Mm-hmm.
Which the borders will have to be open. Like for Canadians, Cuba is open. A lot of people are going for weddings there and so on. And I see a swimming pool costume, so people are going there for recreation. Oh, good. They will be making a lot of work, you know, a lot of excitement, a lot of fire, and it's not easy. I'm from Poland, and I know how hard it was when our solidarity was taken under control. Before we were all into solidarity.
Yes.
And then they make a martial law in one night, 13th of December in 1981, and everything was frozen. But the movement started, and 2 years later, it was okay. Like 1990s. And it looks they will have help from above, angel of work and enlightenment, and angel of love. And I saw this as a resort for people to go, and that will help the economy. And it's so close to America. People will
yes, it's this far away. It's silly. It's just
you can
cruel.
spit.
Yes.
So close. Okay. Yes, I will ask you now instead of you asking me. How the 2022 election will be? Who will be running Congress and who will be running Senate?
All right, I'll do 3 cards for Congress and 3 cards for Senate.
You want me to count?
No, I'm okay.
Okay.
Everyone has their own system, don't they?
Know. I love when people are helping me.
Yeah. All right. Congress. This is funny to me. It's not what I would have thought. There's more hassle or threat to the Democrats around Congress than the Senate. I wasn't expecting that. So they get the 5 of Swords, which is, this is the dirty tricks campaign from the GOP leading into 2022. They will be absolutely ruthless. The High Priestess, they will have their hidden agendas, and they'll be behaving like children here with the 6 of Cups. But I think the Dems will get up, but that's going to be, I think, much tougher than I certainly thought. In the Senate, I have my Biden card here. I have the 2 of Cups, which is bringing together people, you know, in peace and harmony and contracts and deals and all this bringing together. And the Knight of Cups, it's like, I'm now more sure than I was that Dems will actually get the Senate, but they're going to have a big scare with Congress.
Somehow I saw a straight line, and I'm so, you know, what will be? Would we know even who won?
Yes.
You know, like straight line.
Straight line. Oh, wow.
I don't know. I think it will eventually backfire on the Republicans because
Yes.
their people will not be as eager to go to the voting booths if they are making those problems. They're not making only for the Democrats.
That's right.
How come we, but you know, we are far away from them, so we don't know.
So true.
And I have a question. Will those booster vaccines protect people from new viruses like Crownback,
All right.
number
So,
5 or whatever?
yes, the boosters. Will the boosters work? Will the boosters work for new viruses? Will the- I think there'll be problems at first. Everyone's happy, you know, they get the boosters. This is the Ace of Cups. I mean, but then the Eight of Wands, which is lots of things happening at the same time. So I think new variants will go boom, 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 boom. I get the Seven of Swords, which worries me. And it's like, I think this could be manipulation by pharmaceutical companies about which vaccine is going to be better than that vaccine for new variants. And I don't think we know yet. This is the Page of Cups, who's kind of young and kind of innocent. I don't think the scientific answer is there yet, but will come. So that's how I see it.
I saw yesterday umbrella without the fabric.
Oh, just the metal bits. Yeah.
Because I was
So
walking.
it's not a proper protection, in other words.
Not at all.
That's right.
You know, and I saw a picture of me and my friend walking from school, and it was storm. And he put the chestnuts on top of the wires so it wouldn't poke us. And the wires, those chestnuts, green ones, I don't know if you have them in Australia.
Yes, we do.
When they are in May, they are very green in Poland and soft, and you can squeeze them, but they look exactly like Crownback.
Oh my word.
No, it is like, so I don't know, but I saw this as an answer. So it doesn't give us too much of a protection. We think that when
I think they've got to actually invent a new one. Like none of the ones we've got are going to work, but they will get there eventually with a new one.
Related to the chestnuts. We can call
Yes.
this chestnuts.
Those yummy chestnuts. Did you used to cook them on a fire?
You put them, don't put them in the fireplace because it will blow up. They did. And they were, when criminal was in Poland and the sentence that the spies will have to use between themselves, it was the best chestnuts are on Piccadilly Circus.
Oh yes, in London, I remember those. And they would have those like charcoal fires there, and they would toast
buying them. Yummy. No, actually, it's kind of between potato and something that you don't usually like to have too much. Okay, so
now I have
you have
a question for you. You know, I don't know, most readers will say you can't read on yourself. It's really hard to read for yourself. Do you find that?
I just had conversation with Tracy a moment ago. You are really reading my mind.
I know, isn't it weird?
I'm changing tomorrow, a big date, 70.
Oh, bless. That is awesome.
And I couldn't, you know, in the night, I thought, wow, take a vision for yourself. And I saw myself in a canoe paddling,
Yes.
but I have only one
Or
paddles,
yeah, paddle.
Paddles. And I have Tracy here because I'm so educated about computers, and good that she was here. We had problem with the Zoom. And I'm on the stormy water, dark, and my husband, two of us, but I'm the one who is paddling. So it was not easy vision, and it's kind of iffy. I don't want to see it. Do you have sometimes for yourself?
No, I can't read for myself. And it's one of the reasons I can't read very well on Australia even, So I want to ask you.
I don't really try to because I have a store, and I don't want to have problems with people who are coming to the store. It was enough when there was Trump coming to the power 5 years ago. And people were, they didn't knew that I didn't have the channel yet.
Yes.
And they were arguing with me about, because I had a picture of him somewhere, and one lady from USA, she was so pro-Trump. And in Alberta, we have so many Trumpers.
Yeah, really.
It's not that we have an easy subject to talk about.
Okay. All right. So let's move to the UK, because you live there, you're familiar with it.
4 years nearly.
Yes, yes.
And you were as a young girl there too.
Yes, I lived there for 8 years or something.
Oh my gosh, so you were better. Which part?
In London mainly, but why I loved it was quick and cheap to get to Europe from there. So I could work there and then go everywhere else. In those days, it was £6 to go to Paris.
You are aging yourself. Just kidding.
That's how long ago it was.
I wanted to go to Majorca, but I had a Polish passport, student passport. I was not allowed to.
Oh, I see.
Franco was not letting me in. Polish passport. So instead of that, I went to Venice. Venice. Yes. And I had wonderful time. Actually, I
love Venice.
I love it. I love it.
And so that's because you're an artist too. The light of Venice is amazing.
I was mean to my boyfriend that time. He took me to Venice because he knew that I love it to go there. And to him, watching he wanted to be watched on the Piccadilly, the Marco Plaza.
Yes.
St. Mark Plaza. That people are around us playing violin.
It is magic.
I was only for 1 day in Venice because we were staying in the Jesolo di Lido. And to him, that was romantic. To me, yes. Walking on those streets was romantic.
Yes, yes.
So I lost him. I lost him for quite a few hours.
Yes, you can't help but get lost.
No, I did that for purpose. I was mean. I thought, you sit there, honey. I'm not enjoying sitting in one spot. I wanted to see.
The trick with Venice, if you or any of your viewers, excuse me, go to Venice, and of course there's millions of tourists and you think, oh my God, the secret is you have to get up at 6 in the morning and you go out at 6 in the morning with no tourists and you're in Marco Polo's Venice.
Yes.
So that's the secret. You've got to get up really early.
I was with the crew from the hotel, with the crews from the hotel, so I didn't have that much chances. And in the evening, we were sitting in front of waiting for the boat to come in to pick us up, because everything is by boat. And we are sitting on the stairs, and my boyfriend is so upset. And I said, how romantic it is to see the sun down in the Venice. And he said,
Yes.
"Oh, it's so romantic, sitting on the steps, on the chair." And I thought, honey, you are not for me.
No, yeah.
You know, that was the moment in my life that I figure out that as much as, you know, someone can give you a beautiful present to go to Venice,
Yes.
they can enjoy it the same thing as I do.
Yes.
Simple things.
Yes.
That's
Oh my
not,
word.
you know,
Yes.
so it was something that,
Oh,
but that's private life. But, you know, we were young,
yes.
and it's nice to go back to the being young. And so can I ask you now?
Oh, I would like to ask you now.
Okay, sorry. I'm
And that's
losing
okay. With the UK, because of everything else that's going on,
Oh, okay, we started talking.
we've forgotten about Brexit. And I would just like to ask you, Violetta, maybe the next 12 months or something with the UK and Brexit.
You remember you asked me about Brexit, the last live
Yes,
stream
I'm
we
always
had.
interested in Brexit. Yeah.
Yes, and I had the weird vision of the carving that I had.
Oh,
The-
no, remind me. Remind me.
You don't remember?
No.
I came to Canada, and it was, I was on garage sale, and we were very poor at the beginning. Well, we are not that rich anyhow, but you know, we were going on I was going on the garages, and I saw a statue of a finger.
Oh, now I remember. Now I remember. Yes. How could I
Eventually,
forget?
that was the answer. That they were showed the
Yes.
one too many fingers, and okay. So I didn't have the clue what that finger meant. I thought that it's a god finger, to be honest. So I bought that statue. Okay, that carving. Right. So what
I'll
will
count.
Future for the Brexit in in England? Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
The tool that is used for cutting glass, you know that.
Oh, oh yes.
Mm-hmm. So it will be divided. People will be completely divided which way they will go. It will be like scratching the surface of the glass. It's unpleasant. I don't know how that will be a lot of noise, and you have to bang to crack the glass. You can't really, so they will have to make a lot of banging and hitting and to divide, and the country will be divided. Half,
Goodness.
half of the horse, a lot of disagreement, a lot of drama. Eventually, what will be more profitable, they will go for it. And again, some people are happy and some people are very unhappy with Brexit.
Yes, yes.
So they have to calculate what is better for them. They still have their own currency. They don't have euro. They have pound.
Yes. I
don't think they will go. I don't have the feeling that they will go for it.
That's interesting. Because one of the other readers said one time, it might have been Tara Whimsy, I'm not sure. She said eventually they might not go for it. They might try and rejoin, but after years and years and years, it's a mistake. So we'll see how long it takes them to work it out.
And you know, English people, when they focus on something, they are like horses going that direction, not changing that easy. So the Brexit was a big change for them.
Massive.
Much,
Because they'd been in the EU for 40 years. I thought it was much shorter, but it was 40 years.
I think they want to be very proud and they want to stay. Because you are adjusting the glass for the frame, and when you are cutting the glass, so
that makes sense as an image.
Frame it, that's not something that they want to be framed kind of.
No, it's not.
No.
Oh, no. So have you got a question for me?
More?
Yes, one more.
Okay. Future for Afghanistan. I know you are very much into the science of politics, so
I know.
It's not easy subject, I know.
It's not an easy subject, and I mean, poor Afghanistan. I mean, you know, and I'll just say one thing before I pull the cards. It would be maybe 5 years ago or something. I saw an interview with an Afghan woman, and she had maybe 4 little kids. And she said, "What am I supposed to do? The Taliban has burnt down my children's school, and the Americans have bombed my house. Who am I supposed to support?"
Yes.
So let's have a look. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. Afghanistan now with the withdrawal. Afghanistan with the withdrawal of support. Well, these cards are about everyone pulling out, really. It's like, this is the 3 of Pentacles when everyone was there. Everyone wanted their piece of the pie. But since then, they've left Afghanistan with the 4 of Swords. They've left it on its own. Retreat here. The 8 of Cups. People are rushing to the door to leave. Because that's something else we forget with conflict, is how many people are displaced. As well as killed or repressed, they're displaced. And I think in the case of Iraq, it was 4 million. Half the population was displaced. So I think you're going to see a lot of displacement of people in Afghanistan trying to get even into Pakistan or somewhere else.
Now there will be again the poor people walking and looking for
it'll
the
be literally walking with holding your children, right? Because they have no choice. The offer they don't want. If they stay, the Taliban is inevitably going to just take over. People are trying to make a plan, but the plan is not to try and save it anymore. It's how to get out.
Yeah, once I was asked if they were, how that will go for Americans. And I saw that when I was working in the Dalmas, we were opening and closing those metal, it was in the mall. It was clothing store. And, you know, in the morning you are in the evening, you want to close the gutters, the glass metal thing. And it was always the last moment you have to pull it and push it back to lock it. So I think it was actually opening. So I think that we can expect that there will be one more moment of that Americans will have to withdraw and pull the army back for a moment. That's my kind of feeling. It's not safe, it's not, but maybe that. And I know Taliban is talking already with China. Yes,
well, they would, wouldn't they? I mean,
yes. Oh, it was a pleasure chatting with you.
Oh, always. We must do this again. It is such a thrill. you know,
I
always
just
being
need,
with you.
I need always Tracy to help me because otherwise I
And
can't.
blessings to Tracy. You get a special place in heaven for young people who help us.
Thank you.
For the dancing people because she is well, she has different education, but computer-wise education, but she's teaching dancing lessons.
Oh, you're a dancer.
Yes, she's teaching young kids or kids and teenagers and up to adults.
Great. Is it contemporary dance?
A little bit of everything from ballet to contemporary to
You can-
acrobatics even.
You can show your face.
Yes. Come and sit with us while we say goodbye.
Yes.
I can see you in your outfit.
Yes.
And she's dancing on those, moving on the scarves, how you call the
Silks,
on
aerial
the
silks.
silks, aerial silks. So
Oh, wow.
from the ceiling and so on, doing all those acrobatic things.
Oh, I'm impressed.
Yeah, she has beautiful, beautiful body, not only face.
I used to be a dancer back in the day, but I was never very good. But I loved it.
That's what's important.
I was extremely flexible, so I was showing off on vacation how I can.
Oh, yes.
My nickname was Rubber Girl.
Rubber girl. Oh, so you could do serious tricks.
I
Mm.
was able to put my legs under my
Around
chin.
your head. Oh, yes. How fantastic.
That was
My sister could as well. In English, we call it double jointed. You know, your joints were very, very
my joints
flexible.
are actually they are related that I have bleeding disorder. So that's side effects from the bleeding disorder. Or bleeding disorder is your sister? She has problem with bleeding.
A little bit, that's true. Mind
Yeah.
you, she's 78 now, my sister, and I can't keep up with her. I have to run to keep up with her.
Yeah, that's good.
So, but she does
Children
have
would probably have
respiratory issues.
I
And
always have a little heels, so she said
Yes,
if I
that's
wouldn't
good.
wear heels, she will not.
And I
That's
feel
okay.
sorry for her because all the rest of the family, including me, we were smokers for years and years, you know, back in the day. She was the only one who never smoked, and she had the chest things.
And she had what?
She has the lung things, you know, difficulty breathing, and
Oh,
she was
right.
the only non-smoker.
I had allergy problems, so I have, problem with lungs. But now I never smoke, I never drink.
Mm,
Kind of
born again.
boring person.
So you never drank,
Well, just
just a
but,
toast at a wedding or
so my
something.
son said, Mom, I never have seen you tipsy even.
Yes.
Boring.
You'll probably live a long, long time, Bella.
I don't want to. I just want to have a free ticket and go.
Yes.
She wants to hold grandbabies.
Oh, yes, but they are making me to wait.
That's good. No. We need you.
Ah, that would be nice. I want
Look,
to
thank you so much for inviting me
thank
on. I
you so
really
much
enjoyed it.
for sending me that letter that with congratulations. And you finish already over 500 few videos.
Yes, I'm just
YouTube.
over the 500 now, and it is a shock, isn't it? You know.
It is, and I got today 10 million views, so I'm shocked as well.
I think you should start drinking. I think this could be a new dimension.
Don't tell my husband.
Does he like a little drink?
He never pulled the seat behind that, so he was always a Polish guy.
I remember for years we had a bottle of Polish cognac. We called it Polish, some Polish man had made it locally. And it was this mysterious bottle that was in the cupboard for like 30 years. And everyone would look at it and go, oh my God. You'd
No,
look at it with awe.
no.
I think it was 100% proof or something, you know.
Oh, we have spirit.
Ah.
Spiritus, that's called in Polish spiritus.
Does it have sultanas and things in it? This one had fruit in it.
You can put the fruits because everything
Yeah.
will be preserved in it. That's the
Yes.
reason in Polish people are drinking for the health. And meanwhile, they are losing health.
Well, that's what they tell their wives.
Yes, that's the way. But I was never able to get to that stage.
But
But
it's
I'm-
good. If you're not a natural drinker, why bother? You know.
But you know, I'm tolerant when people are drinking, I'm fine. I'm just not, I don't like to mess with my brain.
Yes, and you're sensitive by definition, you know.
I never was even as teenager. I try it, but never work out for me.
Oh, never mind.
Yes,
I
why?
don't think it's any loss.
No, I didn't lose too much. No hangovers.
No hangovers. Well done.
Yes. Thank you
May
so
you look
much.
after
Sorry
yourself.
that you were frozen for once in a while. I don't know. It's the
Who knows? Who knows?
universe.
So
Okay.
I'll say goodbye and many thanks.
Thank you so much. Pleasure, and another 500 videos more,
Yes, absolutely.
at least. And
At
we can do-
least.
and we can celebrate again.
That's right.
Take care, but we can meet before that. Okay.
We will meet before then. Mwah.
Take care of yourself. Enjoy the coming summer, and we will have a nice winter.
Yes, that's right.
So
Bye now.
bye bye. Bye, my viewers.
Ciao,
and
Tracy. See you.
Bye, so good to see you.
Thank you.